let's get started. Here I have a shot glass mold, and it's made of silicone. I've heard you can find them at Michael's, you can find them on Amazon, just different websites online. And I'm going to start out with my melt and pour. Have just a little bit of piece of white because I don't want it to be totally clear, so I'm just going to add a little bit of white to give it a slight opaqueness. So I'm just going to pop this into the microwave for 15 seconds at a time until it's completely melted. Okay, so my melt and pour is completely dissolved. And I'm just going to add some fragrance, and this one is called Bite Me. It smells really good. And I chose Bite Me, keeping in the theme of Halloween for you guys. Oh, it smells really good. I love that. Okay, so I want my shot glass to be purple. So I'm just going to take some purple mica and add it to my melt and pour and mix. Oh, that's pretty deep. I like that. So there's no need to add any more mica to that. So mix, 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 mix. Make sure you scrape the bottom when using mica and the sides too. And also by doing this, you're cooling down your soap too. So we'll just go with this square here. And I'm just going to pour. You want to make sure that you are well above the little metal piece there. So I'm going to take my 91% alcohol and just spray the bubbles. And so we're going to let this sit up for a while, then I come back and show you what embeds I'll be using. Okay, so I'm back and our shot glass has totally solidified. So now all that I'll do is pull it here and there just to get it to separate from the mold to release and pop up. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the little skull and crossbones design. Okay, so now we get the inside to release, and I'm just twisting and squeezing it in. Okay, and it's still a little soft, so I distorted it just a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, so see, cute. And we have it on this side, and these sides are smooth. Okay, so if you can see on the inside, it's really thin. I really should have poured a little bit more melt and pour inside. So when I pour the inside, I'll have to make sure it's cool so it won't melt the bottom and seep through the bottom. Alright, so now we just put this aside. So to fill the inside, we need 1.25 ounces of melt and pour. And I think I'll go with green. I have some green neon mica. So I'm also going to use, since I'm using the Bite Me fragrance, I'm going to use some bats as my embeds. So it'd be like a shot of Bite Me juice or whatever we want to call it. But yeah, I'm going to, oh, these are the bats that I'll be using. And this is the little mold that I found on Amazon. It's really flat. I thought it'd be deeper than this. And I think I paid about $10 for it. Okay, so let's just get started on the next step. Okay, so our melt and pour is ready. So now I will add my green neon mica. And I'm not going to add any fragrance to this part because it's already a heavy fragrance in the container. And I could add a little bit of the glow-in-the-dark mica to this, but I think it's fine the way it is. Or I could have just used the glow-in-the-dark on its own. So I'm just going to keep mixing this. What I've noticed about the neon colors are it takes a little longer for them to dissolve. So I'm going to put this back in the microwave for like 5 more seconds just to give it a little bit more heat to make it dissolve the mica a little bit more. I'm just going to blend this a while to help it cool down before I pour it inside my container. And when it's ready to pour, I'll be back. And it's starting to solidify a little bit, so that lets me know that it's cooling down. So I'm just going to pour a little. And I'm going to let that set up and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I filled it up a little bit more. I'm just going to go ahead and spray some more alcohol, and that'll make the new layer adhere to the bottom layer better. So I'm just going to pour in some more. And if you want to, you know, drip a little bit on the side, like here and there. And go ahead and place your bats. And I might come back in and do a couple of dots of green eyes. So there's one kind of deep down inside. We're going to place that one there. And then I want to put this one here. So what I'll do, you know, just play with it until you get the feel of what you want. So I think I want this one here. So what I'll do is let this set up and come back and add a little bit more of my green goo and use it as a glue to put this bat on top. And I'll be right back to show you that. I really don't have that much, so I'm just going to use my popsicle stick and just scoop some out. And use it as a glue to glue my bat in place. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry. And then I think I'll come back and probably go into my skull and crossbones with a little bit of the green mica just to bring it out a little bit more. Or maybe I'll use a little bit of glow in the dark, we'll see. But yeah, almost there. Okay, so now I have some of my neon green mica mixed in with some alcohol. And I'm just going to take a little and just go in here and fill in. So it might take a little time, just to give you an idea of what I'm doing. But I'll go ahead and finish this out and come back and let you guys see the completed shot glass, or bite me shot, or whatever we're going to call it. Okay, so now I'm done painting the skull and crossbones. And I put a little bit of paint in the eyes to bring the eyes out, and the bats. And here we have a drip on the side. And then this is the back. And that's it, guys. It's just that simple.